So, without further ado, I will welcome.
So, can you guys hear me? Can? Okay, so tell me, how are you guys today? How are you guys doing today? Stressed?
You
Yes?
can say that.
Oh no.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so before I start the session, I will tell you that at the end of this, I'm going to ask you all a question. Just one. So I need all of your attention for this from start to the end. Deal? Deal? Okay, great. So, so tell me, who loves sharing your own stories, experiences? Who loves it?
Fine, you have some.
Anyone? I love it. Anyone?
Dinner.
Okay. I find a great joy in sharing my stories because I believe that real experiences have the power to touch someone's heart as we share stories, and it creates a safe and comfortable space for others to share their feelings or thoughts, isn't it? And also, you know, some stories are very worth sharing, even though they are very personal. So I think it is okay to share if it helps someone and avoid some potential risk, regardless of how personal those experiences may be. So today, I want to take you on a deeply personal journey through my experiences with depression. A journey that has shown me how important it is to be aware and understand this very serious condition called depression. I thought of sharing this because so many young people are going through some tough times. Some are struggling with stress, traumas, and some other difficulties that I also faced when I was in my 20s. So I hope this will help to break the silence and loneliness that many people struggle with. So first, let me introduce myself. My name is Aruni. I'm 35 years old, and I'm a software engineer and a working mom to a 7-year-old daughter. I have walked this path of depression not once, but twice in my life. And these experiences have taught me so many valuable lessons that I'm going to share with you. Okay, so just tell me, who knows about baby blues? Anyone? Have you heard? No? In another word, postpartum? No? That's a very serious depression condition that many women face after childbirth. I first experienced depression after giving birth to my kid, and that was the most challenging and confusing time for me and for my family because unfortunately neither I nor my family members realized that what I was going through was depression. Nobody knew the signs, the symptoms, and the difficulties associated with it. So this lack of awareness made it really hard for me, and I had to face so many challenges in my life. So I thought of taking this opportunity to share some knowledge or understanding about depression, so you don't have to go through the same that I did. I hope so. honestly, back then, there weren't many people who understand and openly talk about serious conditions like this, because the stigma around mental health was very significant at that time. Even now, some people feel very uncomfortable sharing their struggles, and some ignoring getting treatments, and also some people choose distance themselves from the victims. So I want to emphasize, I really want to emphasize that there is no shame of experiencing depression. You know, we all are faced some illnesses at some point in our lives, right? So you may have cancer, pressure, blood sugar, whatever it is. We have to take medication to cure it. So same as that, if you have depression, you need to seek medication or therapy. So these are the signs and symptoms when someone is dealing with depression. I had all of this. I felt constant sadness, tiredness, anger. I couldn't sleep or concentrate on my work. I felt worthless, and I have cried, no specific reason, contemplating my life. Don't worry, I'm totally fine now. So that's all because of the lack of awareness. I had to suffer years because of the lack of awareness. Okay, so as you can see, not understanding depression can have a huge impact on someone's life. It created difficulties in my relationship because my loved one didn't realize the extent of my sufferings or the risk. However, when depression revisited me the second time, I was very fortunate to be in a more understanding and supportive environment, because my loved one had the knowledge by that time. So that allowed me to receive early medication, and I recovered very soon. And the support I received was incredible compared to the first time. Instead of ignoring or misunderstanding my struggles, they showed me empathy and a strong desire to help. So then I realized, if we know about this condition, we can avoid or minimize the risk, isn't it? So these are the treatments if someone is having depression. Anyway, despite the bad experiences I had through this journey, I have learned so many valuable things, and I would love to share the two most important things that I discovered. First one is self-love. So often we doubt ourselves, we criticize our own appearance, we feel inadequate, I'm not good enough, I look ugly. Anyone? You also feel like that, right? So I had so many negative thoughts about myself when I was in my 20s. I was so insecure about my height, not now. I like my size. Anyway, after being a victim of depression, that actually pushed me to learn to accept myself. There's something, or someone or something will guide you to teach you something. So I believe whatever had happened has pushed me to learn to love myself that I didn't so far. Who feel proud about yourself? Good. So keep loving yourself. We all have gone through some difficulties in our lives, right? There are so many people who helped you, who advised you, but practically, you are the one who came this far holding on the bad times, right? So treat that person too. Just be thankful for yourself too. I will tell you a story involving my daughter. One day she was looking at herself in the mirror and she was giving very negative comments about her own appearance. So I asked her, would you like to say those hurtful things to someone else? And she replied, no, Mom, I don't want to hurt anyone. I won't say such thing to anyone. Then I explained, you are someone too and shouldn't hurt or blame yourself. I'm sharing this story to tell you that by teaching self-appreciation and self-love, you can prevent self-destructive thoughts. And I believe it is crucial to teach everyone, especially children, the importance of self-love from an early age, isn't it? So how many parents we have here? Anyway, dear parents or parents to be, I encourage you to start this from a kid. Teach them to love themselves while you teach them to be kind and love others. Self-love is important. So let's see what is the second most important thing. Engage in positive activities. Have you noticed that when we engage in activities that brings us joy or peace of mind, such as exercising, singing, dancing, your mind is into that moment, right? When you exercise, you count repetitions. When you sing or dance, you immerse yourself in that moment. So, consistently engaging in activities that brings us joy and peace of mind, we can train our own body to develop the right balance of hormones, and that promotes a healthier mental state. And also it helps to develop the right balance of happy hormones naturally without relying on medication. Did you guys know that? I didn't. So, okay. Personally, I have incorporated with practices like yoga, dancing, and singing into my routines, and that helps me a lot to bring peace of mind. Okay. Question time. So tell me, for a healthier mental state, what are the two most important things that you should consider in your life? Okay. Self-love and engage in positive activities. I leave these two with you all, and I urge each of you to become advocates about mental health awareness. And it is important to remember that seeking professional help is not a sign of weakness or shame, but a brave and important step towards healing. We can create a culture of acceptance where individuals feel comfortable to share their struggles without fear of judgment. So, together, let's create a community where nobody has to suffer alone, where everyone's voice is heard, their struggles are understood, and they receive the support they need on their journey. And I found this very nice video. You may have already seen it, but let's take a look.